All right, time to play some Deth Wizards. I've got my warband set up right here. This is 8 ratings worth. The Spectre and the 2 ghouls are worth 2 ratings each, so that's 6. And then the 2 skeletons are 1, so 8 there. Now this is a 7 difficulty scenario, but my wizard is a Dreadhorde Master, and they are allowed to bring up to 4 additional rating, just 1 and 2s, and all mine are 1 and 2s. So I've got 8. And then the heroes are over here. I've got 2 priests in front, 2 paladins in the middle, and a villager in the back. And I've lined them up that way because that's the order in which they will activate. But the first thing that's going to happen is I get to go, and I get to activate 4, up to 4, but I have to activate at least 4 in order to get my Necromancer activated as well. So I'm going to go ahead and activate these 2 ghouls, and the ghouls can move 7. So I'm going to get this one going out here, and this other one will also come out here. And then I'm going to have them just move a little bit closer. They double moved, and that is the end of the ghouls move. My Necromancer can now go. My Necromancer can move 5, so I'm going to send him out here. And then I'm going to double move him here. There's really nothing he can cast right now because these guys are definitely out of range. 18 is the maximum range of one spell that I have. All right, that is the end of my activation. Now we will roll to see the priest. Now the way I do this is I typically start with the character that is closest to me. So it'll be this priest right here. I'm going to roll a d10 and see what this priest will do. Now I'm going to put a card up on screen. This is the priest's action table. And a 7 says that the priest will do a healing pulse. Well, all of the heroes are at maximum health. So it says, if the action is impossible, the priest will default to shielded stance. The priest moves directly away from enemies if there's an enemy within 1 inch of them. The priest then increases their defense by 1. So I'm going to use a red die here to indicate that this priest has a 1 modifier, a defense modifier. And then we'll roll for the other priest. Same thing. So they will get a 1 on their defense as well. So they're staying put. They're not so sure if they want to get too close to these creatures. Now, these skeletons, each worth 1, and the Spectre worth 2. This is another 4 ratings value here. So I'm going to move all of them. The skeleton has a movement of 6. This first one goes right here. So this other one will go right there. And then I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold them right there, and I'm going to move my Spectre, who can move 8. My Spectre is going to come all the way over here. So now I've got my warband away from the church here and visible, and I'm just sort of taunting, seeing what they're going to do. All right, by the way, if my Necromancer can get into the graveyard, there is a bonus, but I'll deal with that if I can get over there. All right, now we move to the 2 paladins. The paladins also have an action table, so I'm going to put that up on screen. I'll roll for the nearest one, which is this one with a sword, and that is a 2. He will do a smite action. He will move towards the nearest enemy. If there's no enemy within range, move 5, and then make an attack. If it cannot move, it will move again, so it's going to double move. So that paladin will move 10 inches, which puts him right about there. All right, and then let's see what the second paladin will do. A 10, banishment. The paladin will attack the nearest enemy. No enemy, move up to 5, and then make an attack. If an enemy is damaged by this attack and has 5 or less durability remaining, it is destroyed. If it cannot move and attack such an enemy, it will move and use its action to move. So it's going to double move as well. So 10 inches puts him right sort of behind, not behind, but to the right. Okay, that is 2 heroes worth of movement. Remember, the rules say that for every player, you'll move 2 heroes. So the 2, or activate 2. I activated the 2 priests, or the 2 priests. Then I activated these 2. Now, I don't have any more minions to activate. So we will then go to the villager, who has an action chart, and the villager will activate. I rolled a 6, and the 6 is Cornered Fury. The villager will make 2 offense attacks against the nearest enemy. If there is no enemy within range, it will move 5, and then make 2 such attacks.
If the villager cannot move and attack such an enemy, it will move and then use its action to move towards the closest enemy, ending within 3 inches of another villager. There's only one villager, so basically he's going to move 10 inches as well. And that puts him right behind the 2 paladins. So he's staying well back for protection. All right, that is the end of turn number 1. I will use this red die to indicate turns. We are going to start turn number 2. I have to kill all of the heroes by the end of turn number 5. So turn number 1 really didn't do me any good. I didn't have the range with my Necromancer. But this time around, I think I can do it. One of my ghouls can move 7, and that gets him almost there. Not quite. They would have to double move to engage. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay back and let them hopefully come to me. My Spectre has a range of 10, and that first one is within a range of 10. So I'm going to activate my Skeletons and my Spectre. That's 4 rating, and try to pull these guys in. Now my Skeleton can move 6, which gets him right there. And the other one's right there behind him. They can't move. I don't want them to move anymore. So I tell you what, I'm going to shift them to the right a little bit. So they double move, and that is the end of their move. The Spectre will move just enough to get in range. And she's going to use Black Bolt, which is 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5 dice attack against the Paladin in front. That Paladin's defense is 3 plus rating. So 5. 5s and higher will hit. I got a hit, a hit, a hit, a hit, and a crit, which counts as 2 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Nice. 6 damage on this guy. Now I use red dice to indicate how much damage has been done to a mini, and I use green dice to indicate how much health is left. So if they have more than 6, I'll be using red dice until they get to 6 or less health, and then I switch to green. All right, that was an excellent attack. And then finally, my Necromancer is going to attack this same Paladin. He's within 12. So I could do Blasting Bolt, or I could do Negative Bolt. Negative Bolt is only 4d10, but if I get 3 successes, I get to roll a d10 and a d6 for damage. But if I do a Blasting Bolt, it's a 5d10. Now, the Paladin has a special ability. Whenever a Necromancer power is used against the Paladin, the Necromancer must reroll all successful power dice. So no matter how many successes I get, I have to roll those dice again and hope for a 6 or higher. The resist of the Paladin is 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Blasting Bolt. I have a total of 19 necromantic energy. Why 19? My Necromancer started with 17. I used a +1 modifier when you're creating your character to raise that to 18. And then in the last scenario, because I won it, I got to add 1 permanent necromantic energy. So I'm up to 19. I also got to add a new necromantic power, and I chose Stitch Together, which allows me to heal my my minions to a point. I have to be within 12 inches of them to do that. All right, Necromancer will attack with 5. I spent 3, so I'm going to go down to 16. And I'm going to cast Blasting Bolt. I get to roll 5 dice, and I need 6s or higher. I got a hit, a miss, and hit. So I got 3 hits, but now I have to re-roll these. And they have to be 6s or higher to count. 1, 2, 3. So 3 hits. Blasting Bolt says that if you get at least 3 successes, the target will suffer 2d6. If I can roll 10 or higher here, I know he's got 18 health. The Paladin has a durability of 18. So I would need to roll double 6s here to kill him. And I got 6, so he has got 12 damage on him. Or, I'm just going to leave it as 2 reds for right now, because he is going to heal a point of damage when he when he activates, because the paladins heal 1 durability at the start of each of their activation. All right, my necromancer has gone, and that is the end of my turn. Now we go to the priests. 2 priests are over here. They lose these bonuses because it's the start of their activation. Let's see what priest number 1 does. A 3 is a cleansing strike. They will move 5 inches and make an attack, and if they cannot move an attack, it will move and then use its action to move again. So double moving. Priests have a movement of 5, so he will move 10 inches, which puts him right next to this tombstone. And this other priest does a 5, which is the same thing. So they're all coming within range. All right, so 10 inches puts him right, actually I could move him right there. So they are all, all right there. All right, it is now my second activation. I hate to do this, but I have not done it yet. My necromancer has a special ability called Corpse Bomb. I'm hesitant to use it because it's going to destroy one of my necromancers, or one of my minions. But what it is it says, you move one of your minions within range of an enemy, and this can affect all enemies within 3 inches. So if I move my ghoul, who's got 7, let's see what this is. Let's see, 7, which puts him right here. All of them are within 3 inches. I could damage them all with 1 shot, but it's going to kill one of my ghouls. I already moved the skeletons. No, I didn't. This is my, yeah, I did. I did the skeletons and the specter, so all I've got is my ghouls left. Let's try it. I'm going to move a ghoul right into the heart of them. Now, the bad news is this is also going to damage my 2 skeletons because they're within 3 inches, because it says all creatures within 3. Effectively making a combat against all 3. So you roll a number of d10s equal to their durability. Well, guess what? The ghoul's durability is 10. So I get to roll 10 dice, and the damage I roll here will be applied against all enemies within 3 inches. Let me get some more d10s over here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 dice. And this ghoul is destroyed, but I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with that paladin up front. And this is not a necromantic power. This is actually, yes it is. It does count as a necromantic power. So I'll have to re-roll successes. The paladin's resist is 6. So 6 and higher. That's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5, 6, 7, and 3 misses. Actually, hold on. I need to keep the numbers because that was a 1, 4, and a 2. Because this is the damage that it's supposed to do to all of them. Roll a number of d10s equal to the minion's range and compare the results to the defense of all creatures. So here's what I'm going to do. The paladin has resistance to the necromantic powers. Does the priest? No. So let's start with the priest. Then I don't have to worry about re-rolling dice. All right. So the priest has a resist of 5. So 5s and higher, which is 1. Now remember, these count as 10s count as 2 hits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage on this priest. And his health, what is his health? Durability is 6, plus 6 is 12. Hold on, is that right? He's a, what rating is this guy? Is he a rating 3 or a rating 2? I think he's a rating 2. Pretty sure he's a rating 2. Rob a graveyard, rating 2, yes. Okay, so that priest resist is 6. So all these do hit. His durability is 6. Plus 6 is 12, so 8. He's got 4 health left. I'll use a green die. He's got 4 health. Now, the next priest, same exact thing. He will have all but 4. health. The villager, I think, is dead. The villager has a durability of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the villager dies. Whoa! Along with my... All right, now we do the 2 paladins. Now this paladin has no damage, but this one has 12. So I have to re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to roll all 7 of these dice and hope for 6s or higher. The resist is 4 plus 2 is 6. 6s and higher, and this will be the damage on both of those paladins. That's a hit, a hit, a hit, and a hit. 4 hits. 12 plus 4 is 16. He's got 2 health left. And I said I did 4 damage, so this guy right here has 4 on him. And that, that's the corpse bomb. And that was, man, that was awesome. I should have used that early. Well, when you use it, your creature's destroyed and you may not get him back. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get him back. All right. That necromantic power, by the way, that I did, the corpse bomb, cost me 5. So I am down to 11. 11 necro energy. All right. It is now... All right, so the priest went, I went, the priest went, I went, now it's the paladins. Okay, so we'll go with this first paladin. Let's see what he does. He rolls a 4. That paladin, a 4, is a smite. He will move towards the nearest enemy. Well, that's the skeleton right in front of him. He comes running at the skeleton. Now, the good news is my skeleton is going to get a benefit on an offense. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Anytime I have a minion that has another minion within 1 inch and we're attacking a lone enemy with no other allies within an inch, I get a +1 on my offense. But right now, I just need him to survive. This paladin, his offense is 5 plus rating 2, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My skeleton's defense is 5. So that's a miss. That's a hit. Oh, crits. Ooh, 1, 2. Hit, miss, hit, and hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My skeleton has a durability of 9, but also 1 less damage is done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1 is 6. Durability of 9. He has 3 health left on him. The other, let's roll for the other paladin, which is a 6. That's not a this is a light bringer. The paladin attacks the nearest enemy. It will move up to 5. If the enemy is damaged by this attack, the paladin will heal D6. All right, so he's going to probably heal up. So the nearest enemy is this skeleton. So I'm going to lose my bonus there. He will attack with 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's probably going to kill this skeleton. Defense of 5. Miss, 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 miss. 1 hit, and the skeleton reduces that by 1, so no hits. He does not heal, and my skeleton takes no damage. And that is the end of the paladins. The villager has already died, so that is the end of the turn. And we go to turn number 3. I gain back 3 necro energy, so I'm up to 14. And it is my turn. All right, what do I want to do here? I want to kill that one paladin with 2 health, obviously. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. This paladin had 4, and when he activated, he would have healed 1, so he would have gone up to 3. And this paladin, or from 4 damage down to 3, and this one goes up to 3 health as well. So when they activate, they heal 1. So I fixed their damage. So 3 damage. I am going to activate my skeletons. I want to take this paladin out, and I'll use my specter to try to damage this one. Oh, no. Okay, my specter will attack this paladin. It's a black bolt. It's 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 5 dice. If I can do 3 damage, that paladin will be all by himself, and then the skeletons can gang up on him. All right, that paladin has a defense of 5, so 5s and higher will hit. I need 3 5s or higher. 1, 2. I only got 2. But you know what? That counts as 2 hits. That's a crit. 1, 2, 3, and that paladin dies. All right. That was not a necromantic power, so he does not get to, it doesn't force me to re-roll those. Now my skeletons will activate. This skeleton will move to fight, and he rolls 4 dice, but, oops, because, where'd that dice go? Sorry. He gets to roll 4 normally, but he gets to roll a 5th because he has an ally within 1 inch and they're attacking a lone soldier or a lone enemy. So 5 dice, and these will hit on a 5 or higher. Hit, 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 and hit. And that is a crit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 damage. And now my other skeleton will attack. And he gets the same, 5 dice. I need 5s or higher. 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. 9 plus 3 is 12, 18, so he has 6 health left on him. And then hopefully my Necromancer will finish him off. My Necromancer will cast Blasting Bolt. Okay, so I'm down to 11, and I get to roll 5 dice, and I'm looking for 6s or higher. The Paladin's resist is 6. 6s or higher. 1, 2, 3 hits. But remember, the Paladin against Necromantic, I have to re-roll all successes, so I have to re-roll these. And I got a hit and 2 misses, yes. But that 1 hit allows me to roll a d10 for the blast. Oh wait, hold on. I did a blasting bolt, which is 1d6. Ah, shoot. Okay. I did 5 dice, yeah, yep. All right, so d6 is 6. I will take that, and his life ends. All right, now it's the priest's turn. I've only got the 2 priests left. I'm on turn 3. I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see. All right, priest number 1 right here is closest. He will do a 4, which is a cleansing strike. Move up to 5, so he will move to this skeleton. Now remember, this skeleton has an ally, but that won't matter right now. It doesn't help your defense. It only helps your offense. But he has 3 health left. The priest's offense is 3 plus rating, so 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, all right, 5. And I'm going up against a skeleton's defense of 5. So 5s and higher. That is a hit, 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 and a miss. So 4. The skeleton reduces that by 1, which is 3, but he only has 3 health left, so that skeleton is shattered. What does the other priest do? 5, which is the cleansing strike. All right, so he will move to this guy. He will roll 5 dice. 3, 4, 5, yep. And 5s or higher skeletons, 5 or higher will hit. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. 4 damage on him. 9 minus 4 is 5, so technically he has 5 health left. And that is the end. Oh, I've still got 1 more ghoul. So hold on. So I went, paladins went, or priests. I did something wrong. No, this was the priest's. Did I do that wrong? Did I do the paladins before the priests? No, my skeletons attacked and killed all, and my necromancer killed them all. So the priests activate. Now it is my turn again. So what do I have left? I have this ghoul and my necromancer because these guys already went when they attacked the paladins. So my ghoul will go running at this priest, and he will attack with an offensive 5, and the priest's defense is 5. So 5s and higher, and he's got 4 damage on, or 4 health left, by the way. Hit, hit, that was a 6, hit, hit, and that's a crit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Actually, he would have 5 health, because remember, they healed for 1 when they activate, and they did. But I just did 5 damage, and so that priest is killed. Whoa! Now, for my Necromancer, I am going to cast Reanimate. It costs 6, so I'm down to 5. And I can pick one rank 2 or rank 3 minion and bring them back, and they have to be put within 3 inches of me. So I'm going to put him right here. And that was really good. If I can do that one more time, I might be able to get back my skeleton. All right, that is the end of... Did he activate? No, he didn't. He didn't activate this turn. Or did he? Okay, so they all went, and then he went up and killed, and then, okay, so yes, so that is the end of the turn. He killed the priest, he got reanimated. That's the end of the turn. We are at turn number 4. I get 3 back, so I'm at 8. And I get to go. I think what I'm going to do, so that I don't have to roll, is I'm going to cast Reanimate again. It costs 6, so I'm down to 2, and I'll put the skeleton right here. And that's the Necromancer, and I can activate 2 minions. I will activate my Ghoul, who will attack with 5, but I have an ally minion within 1 of a lone enemy, so I get an extra bonus. So I'm rolling 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm rolling 6 dice. Excuse me, 6 dice. He's got 5 health left, and his defense is 5. Hit, 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 crit, hit, and hit. And you know what? Doesn't matter. He's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus a health of 5. And the final, last priest is killed. All right, that is the end of Rob a Graveyard. I did not have to get my Necromancer into the graveyard, although just so you know, if I did, it says a Necromancer that utilizes a necromantic power within 1 inch of a graveyard, the necromantic energy cost is reduced by 1. So I would have reduced by 1 of everything I did. But I didn't have to. All my minions are still alive. So let's see what the rewards are. The rewards, each Necromancer may re-roll the d6 when rolling to raise new undead in the post game. Okay, so that's good. This benefit only applies to a single roll. That's all I get. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. I don't have to restore any of my minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's all I had. Sorry, 5. I am going to raise a new undead. I want another Spectre. So I have to roll a 3 or higher on a d6. The Spectre is a rating 2, and you roll a d6, and you have to beat the rating number, not equal. So I have to roll a 3 or higher, but this is going to give me a reroll. A 6 will do it, and I will take that. So now I have 2 Spectres in my warband, 2 Skeletons, and 2 Ghouls. And that is the end of this scenario. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next week with another episode of Deth Wizards. If you have any questions or comments, I welcome them. Please post them below in the video comments section. And that's it. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back again in a week. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.